I'm Charla with Freezer Meals 101. Welcome to this week's edition of What's for Dinner, where I take our freezer meals, transform them into our family suppers, and just show you how I get them onto the plate. This week we had a mix of things. Some were from the 136 freezer meals that my neighbor Christy and I did about a month ago. Was it a month ago? Yep, it's about a month ago. And the others were from some of the vegetarian freezer meal videos that I've been doing recently. So it was kind of a mix. So for Meatless Monday, we had black bean and corn enchiladas, which is probably one of my single favorite freezer meals. Not just vegetarian freezer meals, but like freezer meals. The flavor is so good. And I have to tell you, I discovered something when I was making them last time. I had a little bit of the mixture left, like the black bean, corn, green chilies, lime juice. I think it's also maybe got salt and pepper in there. But I had a tiny little bit of that mixture left when I was rolling the enchiladas. And I used them on my nachos that night. Amazing. So good, in fact, that on the weekend when we had a nacho bar, I purposely mixed together that mixture so that everybody could add it to their nachos if they wanted. So just a little tip for you that the filling from the black bean and corn enchiladas goes really well on nachos. You never know what you're gonna discover when you're doing freezer meals. So another thing that we ate this week that was from those vegetarian freezer meals is a mac and cheese. There's nothing quite like mac and cheese for comfort food in the winter. It's super easy. You can use it, of course, as a side dish, and I have kept some of them in the freezer so that I can use them maybe as a holiday side dish even. But for this one, we just ate like a larger portion and had it for our dinner. With that one, I just reheated it in the oven, and then I like to serve it with hot sauce, but some people prefer ketchup or plain. We also had chicken tinga, which is so good. It is kind of taco-esque, and there's lots of different ways that you can serve it, but I cooked it in the crock pot, so just put the full freezer bag, dumped the contents of that into the crock pot, and then when it was done, I shredded it with like a mix and masher that you just, whatever, shredded it, and then I serve it on these flour corn tortilla blend, small soft tortillas. Really like the flavor of those. And we had that with some guacamole, some feta cheese, and some chopped purple onions. Now, this has a little bit of a kick to it, so if you don't like spicy, then when you make this one, you'll want to add less of the the peppers in adobo sauce. This week we also had chicken and a mango cream sauce on pasta. That is such a classic. We have been making that freezer meal for years and years because the chicken is already cooked before you put it in the bag, and it just needs reheating. It's very fast. You heat it up in the skillet, you cook your pasta, you serve it on top. I like to add chili flakes to mine and also some grated Parmesan cheese or Asiago. That one is always nice, really good flavors in there with the curry and the mango juice and the mango chutney. It's just a really nice one. I also like the colors in there because you've got your green peppers, your purple onions, and your yellow sauce. So it's a nice and colorful one. We tried a new meal this week, and it was one of the new recipes that Christy and I tried this last freezer meal session, and that is the sweet Indian chicken. It was very fast to cook up because it's small cubes of chicken, and the part where we weren't so sure about is that this recipe had mincemeat in it, and I had never made a savory recipe with mincemeat in it before, so we were interested to see how it would turn out. We served it on rice with some cilantro on top, and I also cooked up some Buffalo Ranch broccoli to go on the side. Now the Buffalo Ranch broccoli is another freezer meal. It's a freezer side dish, and you just, take that out of the freezer, throw it on the tray. For that one, you don't actually need to thaw it before you cook it, which is nice if you forget to take it out that morning, which I may or may not have done. Yeah, I totally did. So this one was good. Now, would we make it again? I'm not sure. It wasn't like a definite winner. It was good. Most of the kids ate it. My husband and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't one of those ones that was so memorable that I'm going to think about it 2 times from now when I'm planning out the freezer meals, because we try not to do the same freezer meals back to back. So the next session that I would even consider it would be 2 times from now. And I think by then I'll have kind of forgotten all about it because it just wasn't all that memorable. So was it good? Yes. Was it amazing? No. Next week, I'm going to be doing some videos of some holiday make-ahead things to help you get through the holidays more easily. I already have some of those up on the channel, and I will continue to add some. I'm going to be doing some, make-ahead breakfast for Christmas morning, make-ahead appetizers, gravy that you can make ahead and freeze, and then you can pull it out on the day of. So lots of great ideas to help simplify your holidays. So be sure to join me for those. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and happy cooking.